guys, I'm back with another video. Thanks for all your love and support. It really keeps me going. Today's video is titled Storytime and Crafts. But before we get into that, I wanted to quickly reintroduce myself. My name is Dominique, Domo's Original, and I'm new to YouTube. I'm a single parent who loves to cook. I've been cooking for over 20 years. I love to cook so much that in 2004, I got my degree in cooking. Recently, in 2021, God has put it on my heart for me to express my creativity and my love through crafting. I wanted to create a non-judgmental place for me and you to feel free to express your creativity and your love for cooking. If that sounds like you, why don't you go ahead and hit that subscribe button, press that bell so you can be notified each and every time that I upload a video. Without any further ado, come on, let's get started. Like I told you guys, this video is titled Storytime and Crafts, and I promise you, I try to make the story quick. But I gotta drop the backdrop because that's the reason why and what stimulated this whole craft. So, I'm originally from New York, and I go home and visit all the time, take my kids, and everything is cool. We have a great time. We go out to eat, stay in hotels, you know, live it up. So going back and forth, going home, you know, it do feel some type of way sometimes. You know, I don't really see as many people as you would think that you would see because that's where you grow up from. But then when you get back home, people like, oh, you know, I wanted to see you. So this particular time was my second time going back for that year, 2019. And I got a phone call from one of my friends that formerly lived in Queens, but now they live in Virginia. So this person was like, oh, you know, I want you to come through VA, and we having a memorial service, you know, for my brother. And I was really touched because these are my childhood friends. I grew up with them like family, and unfortunately, I wasn't there for the brother's passing. So I was like, okay, this is a perfect time that maybe I could be able to show my support and be able to stop in. So I told them, I said, all right, I'm going to adjust my plans since you caught me at home. I'm going to go ahead and adjust my plans, and I'm going to accommodate to you. I'm going to leave New York on Saturday and come out to you for VA and then make it back home by Monday. Everything that was supposed to have been the plan. Cool. So we head out, but on our way going, I had my own plans, and I made a few stops. Had my kids, like I said. So we went to Hershey Park, had a great time, stopped by, seen another friend from Queens that live out in PA. Checked her, said, you know, let me see how you doing. Ain't seen you in years. And the thing about social media, people express their loneliness. So I was happy to be able to stop by. So we got out in Queens, doing our thing. And then one of my homegirls that I haven't seen since 8th grade, which is now, what, 30, almost, let's just say 30 years. We're not going to get into the age technicalities, okay? But over 30 years of friendship, reached out to me and said, you know what, I see you in town. How about you bring your kids? We're going to go to the Yankees game. I'm like, what, girl? The Yankees? Anybody knows me. They already know I'm a Mets girl. You know, work for the Mets, love the Mets, diehard Mets fan. However, the Yankees, I got to go step up in there, and I'm going to represent. So this time, I came up in there strong, me and my kids. But not only that, I was fully loaded. Let me show you. And the picture I'm going to show you real quick, I want to let you know that I hearted my friend's face for 2 reasons. 1, this video is a surprise. Well, her gift is a surprise. 2, I didn't get her permission. So I'm not going to just put her face out here and she doesn't know that I'm trying to use it or even what I'm doing. So out of privacy of my friend and confidentiality of anybody else, you would hopefully respect the fact that they don't just put your face out there. So I don't want you to think that no other reason. Other than that, I'm about to show you. So let's see if you can see. This is us up at the game. And you see me, I got on my Mets visor. That's right. And not to mention, we got the best seats. We down up in the front, first mezzanine, right there on the floor. She did it big. She had the tickets for us. Everything was popping. So the craziest part about it, we enjoying the game, and I get a phone call from my friend from VA telling me that I can't no longer still come because somebody else is coming to stay at his house. I'm like, what? Now, mind you, they just friends and we grew up together, but like family friends, like all the way back from the baby friends, you know? And my thing is, you knew I changed my plans. You know I got my children with me. You know I'm staying in hotels everywhere I go, so I would have had me a room. It's no biggie. But you knew I altered my plans also. So at this point, we at the game. I'm not trying to like let it be known that it's something wrong, but in my mind, I'm like, what? All right, so now I'm about to break out and get ready to head towards home. You know, all that going to VA's out the window now because that was the plan. I'm just gonna go ahead straight home. Yeah, it's crazy far, but in the end of the day, y'all not gonna have me out here and my kids looking cray. So I told my homegirl, like, well, we actually was leaving, and then, so she knew I thought I was leaving still, and she was just like, oh, you know, you can't go back home. You need to stay. You need to stay. So I'm like, nah, you know, I need to get ahead and go home and get ready to go home or whatever. So she was like, nah. So we leaving the game. It starts storming, raining. I mean, it's storming. It's coming down. We soaking wet. Everybody running to the car. We running. Follow her home like I told I would anyway. She's like, no, you got to come in. Y'all got to change. You know, she let my kids shower and change their clothes. And she's like, no, y'all got to stay. You got to stay. So, you know, I felt out of pocket. I'm not going to lie, because even though New York is my home, I ain't even going to front. Ain't nobody had no doors ever open for me. You know, I moved out on my own from 21. And I just never really felt like there was anybody else I could just go roll up on. Nor did I ever try to. But at the same token, I never felt that welcoming spirit. So for her to be, you know, like, oh, no, stay. Like I said, I felt out of pocket. But, you know, I got my kids with me. It's late. So I'm like, you know what? All right, cool. I'm going to stay in the morning. And then I'm going to just push out early. So I'm mad heated, though, because I can't believe that, you know, one of my friends just even did this to me, right? So how about the next morning, homeboy had the nerve to be calling me, asking me where I was at. Oh, yeah, it went fire then. So, you know, it went left, and I had to really, actually, we don't speak. You know, let's just keep it like that. However, not only did we change our clothes, you know, we ain't got something to eat, especially on the way coming home. Changed our clothes, got warm, you know, but she works for a designer. She works for an industry mogul. I'm not even going to say the category because I don't want to limit it down to that. However, they popping, and they been popping, and they got a long, successful career. So does she. You know, she's been in the fashion industry for about 20 years. So, and she works in the industry, and she's out there. So she gave my daughter some clothes. She gave me a couple of outfits. And when I say my heart was so warm, I couldn't even express in words. You know, no one's never, ever done anything like that for me, my children, you know. And like I said, I've been a single parent for 24 years. So we get back home, and, you know, I'm thanking her, of course, and everything and all of that. But it's always in the back of my mind about how I can't believe how she went all out. You know, we've been friends again probably, from 12. And me and him was friends earlier than that. But either way, still, that's how long we go back. So I haven't seen her since the 8th grade. So with that being said, and we adults now, and for her to look out for me and my kids, she didn't have to. You know, it just, like I said, it's a priceless feeling. So there's no way to me that you could just be like, oh, thank you, or even sending a card, or even buying anything monetarily. My thing is, what she did for me is priceless. So in my head, I go and then I start thinking like, oh my gosh, how can I show her that I really appreciate this without seeming like, you know, I'm trying to pay you back for something, or, you know, being any type of way rude. I don't want to seem like it, or ungrateful, because that is so not it. I just want you to really understand, like, it touched the depths of my soul, you know. And again, this is what I mean by God putting it on my heart to show my feelings through crafting. So that's enough of my story, and let me show you what I made for her. Then I will definitely talk you through the materials real quick of how I made it. So for dramatic effect and for a drum roll, we're going to cut out the lights. So the lights in the room, so you can see it because it lights up. And we're going to cut that ring light out. And then make sure I got it the right way. I got it covered for 1 second just so when I hit these lights. I might have to switch it. Yeah, see, it's upside down. So, and I should have brought up my thing, my easel for it. That I want to add to it, but we'll get that. All right, guys. So here we go. 1, 2, 3. I hope she loves it. So I hope you guys can see that. And this is, let me see. Are you close? Are you good? Mm-hmm. All right. So that is a picture of my good girl. I guess the picture that you'll get to see. But if you can see, that's on the city line of where and where else? The NYC, baby. That's right. That's that NYC. So we're going to back that up. We're going to pause it for just a moment. All right. Make sure you can get a good look. And that, like I said, is a picture of my girl. And that's the city stripe. Now I'm going to set this right here on the easel. That I said would make it look even better so she could display it in her house however she like. See that? All right. Turn the ring light on. Keep it towards me. All right. And now we're going to get everything back up so I can show you guys how I made this really quick. Well, you know, talk you through it really quick. And so we can see how that works. All right, guys. So this is it. I'm going to turn off the light that's in it. Maybe that makes it harder for you to see it. And then I'm trying to see why. Is it the ring light? Shut the ring light out. Maybe what's that? The other light over there. I don't know. Okay, guys. I'll show you again before we close out. Let me just go ahead and get started real quick so I don't take up too much more of your time. So, all right, there we go. So, really quickly, I want to show you, if you can see, because you got to see, you got to get up close so you can see. So, this right here, let me hold it in my hand. That'll maybe be better. All right, so as you see, if you can see now, that is not an actual picture of my friend, but I thought it was what I remember of her all the time. She loved her pretty hair, always wet, as the Latinas love. Red lipstick she always used to wear. I don't know, it was just something about the picture that I said was cute for her. And I wasn't going for an actual. I wanted it to be a resemble of how she made me feel, this, and being from New York that we both share, and the fact that she is definitely the bomb. I just wanted to put her in glitz and glamour, and for her to understand that's how she made me and my kids feel, full of love. So yeah, I hope she feels the same thing. So let me put this right here on the easel. Now I'm going to show you what we did. So first I'm going to start out with, give me just a moment, guys. I thought I had it. All right. So I got the picture from offline. Like, you know, everybody has everything online. And I came out with this picture here. And so this is the picture that I wanted to use. And so I said, how can I make this do what it do? So I seen Beverly Stanton. She has an awesome channel. I know I told you guys about her before. Her name is Beverly Stanton. She did something similar, not as intricate of a picture, but she definitely let me see that you could do that. I think she used a paintbrush, though. She was doing paintbrushes. Me and the paintbrush wasn't working out. I tried that, so I didn't do that. I used actual Sharpies, which are still oil-based. They're oil paint pens, which they're extra fine, and I have them in multi of colors, as you can see. They have an extra fine tip, which helps me to be able to do what I gotta do. These were awesome. They're a little expensive because it's Sharpie, and like I said, they're paint inside. So for me, those were easier. to be able to, first what I did was, this picture here, I pretty much tried to trace to the best of my ability. And, sorry guys, my ring light keeps acting up. So, I try to trace to the best of my ability, as you can see. And so, from the picture being black and white, I wanted to bring that to life. So I did the black for the hair, as you see, little whites just for like when it's shimmering, you know, like just to show like her gel, because I always used to remember that. That's why I really put that in there. I thought that was funny to myself. And then her earrings. Sorry guys, I don't know what's going on. And her shades and all of that, like I said, with these color Sharpies. We got gold, we got the rose blue. And then I decided to make her shirt blue, and just went in and had some fun. But I also thought that the glitter would bring it out. So actually this is one frame glued to another frame because I wanted to be able to protect this picture so it can't be messed up. So I did one frame where it's on, and then I glued it to another frame. So again, like I said, so that it would stay protected. And then I did the backdrop to be the city. So like I said, we are from the New York. You know, no other place like it. And I definitely miss home. And this gave me also an opportunity to, you know, show my New Yorkness and how much that, you know, I can be stimulated. So I use different different type of ribbons. So I have that one there that I use. I'm trying to get a couple of them together. And then I have my black bling one here. And I use these guys to make my buildings, as you can see on some of them. So like this one, for instance, I decided to make a building out of that. You know, we have a lot of tall buildings in our city. And then these other ones were the same thing, just different strips of different things that I have that I decided to pull together and make different kind of buildings. And then I also, like I told you guys before in my last video, so I'm actually going to make sure, if you lean that back just a little bit, actually guys, I want to make sure, like I was telling you in my other video, please go and check it out. It's going to be right up in here, or I'm going to leave a link down in the description box. And it's going to, like I was telling you before, how you can get these in individual strips. And this is how I kind of started out. But this is costly. These are $3.99. Look at that. And you just get 2 of these. But like I was telling you, if you think you're going to be using them a lot more, then Amazon definitely has them by the yard. Which again, and I have them in 3 different sizes also. So, and that's definitely cheaper than buying 2 strips. So, but at the time, I was still in strip world. So, I use that, as you see, for my border up here. So, that's what's around the frame, these. And I definitely had to incorporate the Statue of Liberty. So, I got me some of these from Joann's. And then I got me the little brown ones, which was really hard to find. I believe I got those from Joann's as well. It was, could you believe, like all the studded stuff that you can find, like brown was just not even an option. Yeah, I feel some type of way, you know what I mean? Because I'm a brown girl, okay? But I did find me this little, so that was all that I had to try to work out my Statue of Liberty. And I also, the whole thing dropped out, but I used these. As you can see, I have more left. To top her torch. I kept going back and forth on how was I gonna, you know, get to that effect. And then, of course, I used my favorite friends from Amazon as well. My mirrored tiles, because you always got to have a mirrored building. And then I also thought it was cute to use the same bling wrap that I showed you that's in the paper, but this is one of my rolls. As you see, I needed way more than that little thing. to create a building in here as well. This one is another kind of bling wrap that I have that I actually got from Hobby Lobby, and those ones actually are really, really nice, and those are really like more like treats, how you call them? More like cake trimmers is what these really come from. So you can get, or dresses, like they're over in the bridal side, you know what I mean? But and they could be sewed on. They could be sewed on. I just don't. But yeah, so those are the ones that I use to try to create my building effects. And trying to see was that it on that. And then of course I used my bling from the Dollar Tree. Always got some of that. And if you look on top of the frame, you will see, because this is actually 2 frames together. So I did a whole row, as you can see, of the bling wrap going around so you wouldn't be able to see the opening there. And then I have the lights, which I'm going to add my sticky Velcro tab on the back, so she will be able to change the battery and keep it hidden. And again, guys, I don't know if you were watching my last video. I'm going to say it again. Not only was I talking about the materials, but I also was letting you guys know that I was deciding on what I was going to do to accompany this with. So this one, actually, I finished about 4 months ago. And I just didn't really know what else I wanted to go with it. So, like I said, that video, it'll be up here, or it'll be down in the description box. But either way, it'll let you see the 2 choices that I was going back and forth in my mind. And so, guys, if you could do me a favor, not only could you like, share, and subscribe to this channel, but how about you let me know which vase that you like the most that should accompany her gift. And I think that'll be it, guys. I'm just going to show you one more time really quickly what I did, because I'm super amped about it, and it's leaving my house, and I'm not going to never see it again, and there's no 2 things that I try to do the same. That's hence Domo's original. So I'm really happy with how it came out. I'm really hoping that she likes it. We're going to turn that light out one more time, too. Let me get this, and let me see what's going on, because this ring light is acting a fool, guys. I don't know. It might be a little short into the thing, but we don't really need it this moment. And so, like I said, check me out. Like, share, subscribe to my channel. Stay encouraged, stay blessed, and keep looking and keep growing. And also, just join the journey.